Welcome back. Today we are going to see the detailed summary of Ulysses written by Lord Alfred Tennyson. Ulysses expresses frustration at how dull and pointless his life now seems as king of Ithaca, trapped at home on the rocky island of Ithaca. Ulysses still yearns to travel the world like he used to do. He found joy, he claims, in every moment he spent traveling, even at the times when he was suffering. He has become famous throughout the world as an explorer who was continually traveling and yearning to know more. Ulysses reflects that he has seen and learned a great deal about all the places where people live, about their lifestyles, cultures, and ways of governing themselves. Ulysses also found joy fighting alongside his fellow soldiers, men he honored and respected, when he fought in battles far from home in the Trojan War. Ulysses feels that each person and place he has encountered has been changed by the encounter, as has he himself. But all these experiences have not satisfied his desire for travel. Rather, each encounter has only whetted his appetite to see more of the world. Ulysses then starts to describe his son Telemachus, who will inherit Ulysses' role as ruler of the island when Ulysses dies. Telemachus will work to civilize the fierce wild people of Ithaca and make them more gentle and gradually teach them to devote their lives to productive civic activities. Ulysses cannot find any faults in Telemachus. He devotes his life to the responsibilities of his role. He pays proper respect to his people and his parents, and after his father dies, he will continue offering appropriate sacrifices to the gods that Ulysses most honored. Ulysses looks out towards the port where the wind is blowing in the sails of his ship and where he can see the wide dark sea. He now addresses his former crew, the men who worked alongside him and explored the world and gained new knowledge with him. He reminds them that they always accepted joyfully whatever the travels would bring, whether trouble or good luck, and proudly faced every obstacle with resolution and bravery. Ulysses then acknowledges that both he and they have grown older, but insists that even as old men, they can still work, do hard work, and earn respect. People of Ithaca are beginning to light lamps in their homes. Night is falling, the moon is rising in the sky. The waves of the sea are murmuring almost as if they are speaking to Ulysses. Ulysses urges his crew as his friends to join him on one last voyage even now. They are not too old to explore some unknown region of the world. He invites them to board a ship, push away from shore, and man the oars so they can beat the waves, because Ulysses still has the goal of sailing past the horizon as far as he can go before he ultimately dies. They might even see their old companion, the accomplished warrior Achilles. Many of their heroic qualities have been diminished by old age, but they have not been lost completely. Ulysses declares they are ultimately the same men they always were. Their minds and hearts are still brave and composed in the face of danger and obstacles. Their bodies have been weakened by old age, something all human beings are destined to face, but their spirits are as strong as ever. Thank you.